Hey everyone, what's up? Mirai here. How you doing? Everyone's like, holy shit, he's not dead. Yeah, this is one of those vlog videos. We got a lot of catching up to do. We have a lot of talking. We're gonna try to keep this short. I always say that, right? It always ends up being something that does not fit into a nice time slot. But anyway, let's just get down to it, right? I'm obviously not dead, but clearly anyone who's been on either the IRC channels or the ISBoxer or Dual Dash Boxing forums would understand that I am not dead. I'm still here, just haven't been making vlog videos. I don't know. We got some stuff to talk about though. I've got a kind of a long list here. We'll go month by month. So I haven't talked to you guys since, well, I guess it was sometime in August was probably the last time I talked to you guys on a vlog. So I was doing Legion Invasions. I actually have some of that footage left. So I'll show my Legion Invasion footage. I was having a lot of fun. It was I was doing it kind of ridiculous at first. I was sticking to the ground, and I kept dying. One of my guys would die, two of my guys would die, and it constantly having to go back to the graveyard, or they weren't getting credit. You know, it was kind of annoying. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to do any of this, it was a lot of fun. And Blizzard is bringing it back in 7.2, I believe. I don't think it's coming in 7.15. I think it's coming in 7.2, where they're going to bring it back to the Broken Isles. They're going to bring Legion Invasions back. Probably bigger and better than before. But these were a lot of fun because these were a way that you could quickly level your teams up. And a lot of people took advantage of this. I certainly didn't in the beginning. I forget exactly what I was doing. Most likely procrastinating, but yeah, I think it didn't seem there was much draw to it because I didn't know that there was a reset trick first, and then every 6 hours I think was when the invasions happened. Every 6 hours, the invasions would happen in Westfall and speaking Eastern Kingdoms here, Westfall and Dunmorrow and Hillsbrad. Perhaps I'm missing an area, but then of course they had invasions over on the other continent as well, Kalimdor. I didn't do those. I just kind of moved between those three locations on Eastern Kingdoms at first, and I realized, man, this is not really efficient. And I don't know. Finally, when they dropped it down to 2 hours, every 2 hours were when the invasions were happening. But that's when I started using the reset trick. And I got smart, and I started keeping the majority of my team in the air and just bringing one ranged character down to tag the big bosses and get experience that way. So I did level a few teams to 100. I think I got 2 to 100 and some levels on a third team. And that was pretty much it. I wish I had more time. I played until pretty much the very end there. And I wish I had maybe another week. I could have gotten all my teams up, but that would have been nice. But now I have to level them the old fashioned way. What was happening there, I didn't make videos for some time here because I knew ISBoxer 42 was coming out. Lax had began talking about ISBoxer 42 probably in June-ish, somewhere in there, June 2016. Not to be confused, if you watch this a week from now, you know, it'll be next year. It'll be 2017. But so June, yeah, that's when he started talking about it and he started working on it. And we expected to have a release before Legion was out. So that's why there were no videos. I actually recorded in September, not to jump too far ahead too quickly, but in September, I recorded a slot swap video because Legion came out, right? So I made a slot swap video for how to adjust your video settings on the fly. I think I've since made that video private, perhaps. I think. Maybe I should if I haven't. Because the CVARs, the console variables, they've changed and they've gotten easier. I've obviously updated the forum thread on Dual Dash Boxing with all of the console variables, but I still don't have a video. And I recorded a video, and then I was like, oh, wait, ISBoxer 42 is coming out soon. I'm just going to have to redo this video because all the key maps, the names of the key maps have changed and whatnot. So I scrapped all that, wasted a bunch of time doing it, and then I was like, wait. So I scrapped all of that, and yeah, when Legion came out, man, I got sucked into Legion, single player Legion. I got totally sucked in. I'm a big fan of jumping into an expansion solo to really learn the lay of the land and see how everything's working and how it all plays out. and what's fun to do, what's not fun to do. I don't really like to learn that as a multi-boxer going in. I like to learn that as a solo player. So, but with Legion, I totally got sucked in. I started playing both a Demon Hunter and a Paladin. So every day I was bouncing back and forth between both of those guys, and it was a ton of fun. But, ISBoxer 42 still wasn't out at that point, so I wasn't making any videos for ISBoxer. And I was planning on that interview video with Lax, which I did come out with in October. We're moving through this pretty quickly, aren't we? We are. Good. Good. I was hoping this wasn't going to take too long. So in October, I came out with the interview video, which I thought was pretty cool. It was the first time I had ever done anything like that. And that was a lot of fun. It was interesting trying to cut some of the stuff together. And I think I put a note in the description on that video, is that it might seem like I cut Lax off a few times or something like that. And that certainly wasn't the case. It was just because the way I had to edit some of the stuff together. And it's just because I've never done anything like that before. 2 cameras, the angles are slightly off. One thing was messed up in there. I had to, it was a little ridiculous, but I had to fix it. So that was very cool, though. That was very cool. A lot of people liked that. It's gotten a lot of views. And I thought that was pretty cool. So hopefully be able to do some of that stuff in the future-ish. I don't know who else I'm interviewing. Maybe I'll just keep interviewing Lax. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. So the videos, I didn't get any videos out again right after ISBoxer 42 was released there in October. I didn't get any videos out right away because while it was in beta for some time, and obviously, having access to it, I had time to play with it. I had time to use it. But at the same time, I don't really like to start videos off of the beta versions of things, because I've been burned too many times in the past where I'll write everything around it, and get ready to record, or I will record and I'll be in the editing process. And then all of a sudden, not to call him out, but Lax is like, oh, I changed this. I was like, motherfucker, damn it. Now I have to change a bunch of other things sometimes. Sometimes I have to change a bunch of stuff. And it's more difficult to change what's already been recorded than it is to just wait and then just write around that and script around that and, lay the video out around that. So that's why the video took some time. Fun fact is that in the World of Warcraft, here's a little behind the scenes. Because this happened. I almost got burned. In the World of Warcraft videos, the quick setup wizard and the post setup video, you'll see that I talk about the custom hotkeys key map, and you'll see that it's in those videos. And I say, I say something along the lines of setting hotkeys only in always on, base hotkeys, combat broadcast hotkeys, and the custom hotkeys key map. And I say that, but that wasn't the original script. The original script stopped after combat broadcast hotkeys. And I was already recording. I was already doing all that. And then Lax is like, oh, I think I'm going to put this extra key map in there. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I am this far into the video and now I have to redo this stuff. Oh, man. So I had to go back because the original script just said, set your hotkeys in always on, base hotkeys, and combat broadcast hotkeys, period. So then I had to go back and I had to re-record a bunch of stuff and re-record both audio and video. And the thing is, all of the video that you see where the custom hotkeys key map is, the wizard didn't create that. I had to create that myself because that version of ISBoxer wasn't out yet. Lax had not released it. He was just talking about how he's going to have it. He's definitely going to have that. So put that in the video. And I was like, okay. So I did, and I had to go back and change all that. So there's a little fun tip, is that behind the scenes, the custom hotkeys key map that you see in those videos, of the World of Warcraft versions of those videos, is that I had to create that myself and just kind of work around it and just assume it was going to be there. I was like, dude, what is the exact name of this key map? Because if I put a name in there and it's not exactly the name that you're going to use, it's going to look stupid, right? Or I'm going to sound stupid saying it on the audio and people are going to be like, well, that doesn't match up with what I've got, right? So I had to get that. That had to be very interesting there. So maybe that went a little long there, but right. So then November rolled around. Yeah, after October comes November. And in November, I don't want to turn this into some sort of a sob story, but in November, I got hit with a curveball. Life hit me with a curveball right at the beginning of November. And I lost someone. They didn't die. Nobody's dead. But I lost someone. Someone exited my life abruptly. Someone who I cared for greatly and meant a lot to me. They exited my life, and it hit me pretty hard. So the first few weeks of November, I was pretty decimated, and that definitely added to the amount of time that it took to get the WoW videos out. So there was that, and there's while you might consider it procrastination, that's I don't know, seems kind of like a legitimate reason. Wasn't someone I was dating or anything. It was just a really, really close friend. So, like I said, they're not dead. It's, there's always a chance that they come back into my life, but there's a greater chance that they won't. So perhaps they're watching this video. Perhaps they're not, but, yeah, so there's that. So, that's November. And then we are in now December. So, we released the WoW videos. When did I release them? I have no idea. Every day is just a blur into the next. So, release the WoW videos. Currently working on the Rift videos. Same type of setup. I kind of want to do that with videos. I want to do the quick setup wizard. I want to get as much information as I can. Just a quick setup wizard. Get people into the game. Basic information, what they need to get started, and then boom, if you can figure it out from here, go ahead. Or you can watch the next video with some extra additional information and tidbits. I understand that like the first video for Warcraft was like 13 minutes, the quick setup wizard video, something like that. And then the post setup wizard was like 20 minutes or something like that. I don't have exact numbers here, but the Rift one, the second video is still like 20 minutes. The first one is like, I don't know. I just mastered the audio the other day. It's like another 18 minutes. Like, man, I'm trying to cut these down, but there's just a lot of information. Just over the years, it's like over the years of doing all the tech support, all these other videos, all these people that are yelling at me about things they're not yelling, but there's like, people come in, they're like, well, you could have put this in the video, Mirai. So I'm trying to learn from that, right? And that these iterations of these new videos, and I'm going to redo a lot of videos too. Like, so the video effect stuff doesn't actually need to be redone outside of the fact that the key maps are named differently. The exact concept of video effects has not changed one bit. All of the video effects actions have not changed at all. But I'm going to redo them just because, first of all, it's nice to, people like to see the ISBoxer 42 up-to-date video on there. That a lot of times people, they look at the older stuff, they're like, is this up to date? And I'm like, yes, it is still, the concept is there. We can help you work through this. So, but that's why some of these videos, I'm trying to jam a lot of information in there. And I know sometimes I move fast, but because it's a video, please feel free to pause the video or rewind it. I mean, we've got that power. It is almost 2017. We have the power of pause and rewind on our YouTube videos. Or come to the forums. Man, I hate to go off on a tangent here, but there are people on YouTube. I'm not going to name any names. We're not naming names. I'm not calling anyone out, but there are people who will post about a problem with their game on a completely unrelated video. Like they'll pick a vlog video from 7 months ago and they'll be like, my Ion setup doesn't work, Mirai. How can I fix this? I don't know. Have you come to the forum to ask for support? Why are you asking for support about your Ion game on my vlog video? That's just an example. I don't know if again, the names and the events have been changed to protect the innocent. So, but that's like what it comes down to sometimes. It's like, what? Just come to the forum, man. Like if you've ever been to the forum, if any of us have ever helped anybody, and if you look at the forum post anyway, there's a lot of back and forth sometimes. Sometimes we're 3 pages in on a problem, right? And there's no fucking way that I'm going to be 30 comments in on a YouTube video in the middle of nowhere on some vlog from 2000, from March of 2016, trying to help people through some problems that they've got that's, so unique to them. Just come to the forum, dude. Just come to the forum and ask your question there. It doesn't happen all the time. By all means, it does not happen all the time. But from time to time, shit like that happens. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What does this have to do with anything? Just come to the forum, man. That's the main channel of support, is the forum. Glad I got that off my chest. What else is happening? So after the Rift videos, we're going to be working on, I want to do Final Fantasy 14 videos. The thing that's tricky about them is that you need to be subscribed to the game because their trial blows. Their trial is like 2 weeks. And, if I need to make a change, if I'm trying to learn something different, I'm trying to pack a lot of information in, I'm going to have to, a lot of times I have to go back through this and figure things out and make sure that I'm presenting the information in a clear enough manner to where everyone can understand it. I'm trying to fit as much information as I can into these quick setup wizard videos. And I'm trying to my plan this time now with ISBoxer 42 is to create many more game-specific setup videos like that, but really only on the main games because that's what I am used to dealing with. I'm not going to, someone wants something on, I can't think of like a game that isn't mainstream that people play, like some type of, I don't know, maybe someone's playing like a browser game. Maybe someone's playing Realm of the Mad God. Maybe someone wants the multi-box Realm of the Mad God. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be making a video about Realm of the Mad God. I'm sorry. Trove is my cutoff, I think. Trove is the cutoff for games that I probably wouldn't play, but will still make videos of. So, right, we're working on Rift. We're doing Final Fantasy 14 next. That's the plan. And then after that, it's either going to be Ion or Diablo 3. I've always kind of wanted to do some stuff in Ion. I really have, because it's a free-to-play game, it's just easy to access it. And it's interesting because Ion has like tanks, DPSers, and then support roles. They have like straight up like low DPS support roles that do other things and buff everyone else. And then of course there's healers. So it's interesting. I think there could be like an interesting mix, theory crafting on how you can put builds together, and kind of like with Rift as well. If you've ever seen the talent trees in Rift, they're very intricate. It may be just, it may be kind of a facade. Maybe they're not all that intricate. They look like they're intricate, but I don't play enough Rift to really know if the builds can be that diverse or not. But I think they can. I'd like to believe that they can. So there's that. Diablo 3 might come before Ion, depending on if the new D3 gets off of the PTR anytime soon. The new D3 being 64-bit DX11. Lax is currently working on compatibility for that right now. He's kind of taking his sweet time doing that, though, because maybe it's already fixed. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe it's already fixed, and we're just waiting for the game to come off of PTR, because I don't want to do anything on PTR. If I use the PTR version of the game client in a video, that might people might not like that. They might be like, well, you didn't use the live version, you used the PTR. I always get yelled at for something. I skipped this or I missed this. And it's like, I didn't skip it. I didn't miss it. It's right there, dude. Just look at the video again. It's right there. That's the end of my list, man. That's the end of my list. So hopefully this has been kind of a short video. Probably not. Less than 20 minutes? Looks like less than 20 minutes. So that's that. We are, I guess another little update is we are kind of upgrading the secondary machine of mine. We're throwing in a fancy RAID 10 or RAID 1+0 setup with 5 terabyte drives, big old 5 terabyte drives. We're going for 10 terabytes of storage, just straight up for videos. And I'm actually having I'm going to have another video on this, but I'm having a little difficult time recording videos kind of these days in 4K. If you ask me if I adopted 4K a little bit too early, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would have just stuck with 1440, to be completely honest with you. But I had to be at the frontier, right? So we're running into some trouble with 4K, which maybe we'll talk about in another video, hopefully. But I'm actually looking at getting a 4K capture card, and that thing is going to break the bank. But I'm having such a difficult time recording certain things in 4K when multiboxing that I either turn the settings down to bare minimum and hope that it works, or completely remove the system and any software recording from the mix, and we move straight to hardware recording then, right? Which is a capture card, which is what a capture card does. So there's that little fun tidbit at the end. But we're going to end here because I've got to finish this Rift video, the second Rift video. I got to master that audio. And then I got to start planning out the Quick Setup Wizard video and start recording that. So hopefully get some of that done today. But thank you for watching. This has been the update, the last 4 months of update. Hopefully we won't have we won't have such a large gap between the next vlog video. But there's that. Thank you for watching. As always, my name is Mirai, and hopefully see you in the next video.